just coming into Jotna to connect to the station there, drop off passengers, whatever. So let's say you come in, the tower directs you in. Tower, I don't think it's a tower, but whatever. They direct you in. The control directs you in, and you have connected to the airlock. But there's two guards standing on the inside of the airlock, and they say that all ships that come to Jotna are searched before airlock is opened. So you just need to wait while another ship is searched, and then they'll search your ship. It just seems all normal, and everyone seems relaxed. Yeah, it's all. Yeah. This is a patrol station, so they're quite finicky about weapons and that sort of stuff. You're not allowed to carry blasters around. Blasters need to be locked up in this sector in any case. So, laser weapons. I call them blasters because I'm stuck on Solar Queen. But you can carry stunners, right? Which is weapons that emit a sonic blast and knock people down. So you're allowed to carry that stuff, but not things that'll kill things or tear a hole in a spaceship. Okay, so there's some waiting to be done. So Emmeline, the gunner steward, comes down and suggests, Captain, that you have a senior officer meeting, which is Emmeline's code for everybody who is part of the normal crew is invited and the hands are not, right? Except Emmeline always forgets to ask Xanathor, the chef. Mm-hmm. Just a thing. She never invites him.
And I guess is he a senior staff? Is the chef a senior officer?
Oh yeah, yes.
Up to you guys. Oh, yeah. He is. Yes. Okay. So according to the captain, he is, but Emmeline never asked him.
Yeah, that's fine. And I wouldn't correct her, and I don't care because he doesn't want to be. But and I would never tell the chief this, but Xanathor has a higher rank than he does on the ship.
Excellent. This is going to be an interesting trip. Okay, so
you don't know because he doesn't have any anything. But yeah, he's like second in command.
Yeah. Excellent.
I mean, the chief couldn't give a fuck.
No, he didn't care at all.
But if I know that it's usual practice for Xanathor to attend staff meetings, then I will always make it my business to go via the galley and tell him that there is a meeting taking place.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you notice that Carla does the same. She will go get him every time as well. Because Graveg, though your Varga pilot, does not. Never does that. No.
Emmeline probably motions to the captain and does like and points to a little spot, and he's got blood on him.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, she would definitely do that for sure.
And so he puts on he takes off his jacket and puts on a freshie. He's always got a freshie sitting like stowed somewhere.
Right. So we're in your. I assume you stay in the ring, the outer ring. You have one of the staterooms, Captain.
Sure.
I would say that Graveg and Carla stay in the main section, the bit that disconnects. There's just bunks and stuff in there. It's not very fancy, but maybe the chief does as well.
Yeah, chief will be as near to the engine room as he can be. I think probably.
Yeah, and Graveg obviously is the pilot, and he pilots from in there. But the steward and the hands stay, and the chef stay out in. There's some smaller rooms for the crew as well, out in the ring. You've got a few hands on. You've got 6 hands on this trip. You've got a few passengers and whatever. They're about to disembark, so let's not go into them. But the main one who's been here for that was her 5th trip, which is a record with Emmeline, is Nadia. And you know that Graveg and Nadia have formed kind of a friendship, which is unusual. He's slow to trust Graveg.
Nardia
Okay.
is.
What's she been doing? What's Nadia been doing?
She's good. She's pretty good. She's got quite a lot of spunk. If there's a problem, she'll speak up quickly. But she's been doing a general thing. They do cargo stowing, serving at the tables, all that sort of stuff. Cool. So yeah, but she's got a bit of fire in her, but she's always a bit nervous around ex-Navy types.
I have no idea who that might be.
Well, and probably you too a little bit, Captain. But she's relaxed after 5 trips, because that's 5 times 3. That's 15 weeks. Like 3 months of travel or whatever. So 3 or 4 months.
So she's been on the ship for five trips. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Yep. Which is like a record, right? Because normally Emmeline, people leave after 1 or 2, because Emmeline is pretty hardcore. Okay, so Emmeline has an agenda, of course, for this meeting, and is, with your permission, Captain, is going to work through it.
Oh yeah, totally. He's like,
okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so she's covering all the normal things and all the things you already know, which is that you need to. So you got to offload for about 2 days, and then any hands that want to muster out, as she calls it, get their pay and leave. And she's worried that there'll be a substantial changeover, because this is a big starport and there's lots of opportunities for hands to take on other vessels. So she's worried that that's a big. She says the only one who's indicated that she wants to stay is Nadia, and the others all want to go. So she'll have to recruit more people after that kind of unloading period. And then they'll do whatever purchases you make or whatever, they'll reload. So you need to kind of make a decision usually after, well, whenever you like, but usually after a couple of days, because you can't book passengers if they don't know where you're going. The only passengers you can book is any port's passengers, usually in low passage, which is, any port's passengers are pretty not, they're people who are trying to get away from stuff and criminals and whatever. So, but they're in low passage, so they're frozen, so it doesn't really matter. But if you want good passengers to fill staterooms, you gotta put something on the table where you're going.
Would we have an idea already what kind of cargoes are generally available at Jotnar Station and where they tend to go to?
Yeah, so this Jotnar's a gas giant, so obviously there's gas storage, but it is a hub. It's kind of a short hop hub between 2 sectors. So there's a sector to the bottom of the map that you've just come from, and you're moving up into a new kind of area. And as you, so this is kind of a hub. There's lots of ships here, lots of things trading. So things from the sector you were just in, which you've got a few things on board already. You could go to buy those things, but it's a real transport hub. There's a lot of activity, patrol vessels, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting place to pick up cargoes. Just off the planets I drew, there's some heavily populated planets that will be in for all sorts of cargo. The 3 kind of next jumps you've got is Hellion, which is a burnt world. There was a war there, a rebellion that was brutally put down. Ragen, which is a mining world that has its own gas giant. So you could gas up here at Jotnar, or you could go to, and you'd have to pay cash for your gas, or you could go to Reagan and scoop it. And there's Alpha, which is an agri world. It's small archipelagos. It doesn't even have a starport. It's kind of off the map a bit. Most people would be heading on to Reagan from here. Maybe Hellion if they wanted to do some scavenging. Alpha's kind of the place that provides food for this station and other stations like that. Other nearby planets. It's not a big place.
Just off the top of my head then, does that look like trip to Alpha with consumer goods, buy some food at Alpha and take the food to Reagan.
Yeah, so you put that on
Right.
the table. You put that on the table, or you could take it even further north north up the map to some of these more heavily inhabited planets, always looking for food and commodities. Yeah. So when you're talking about Alpha, Xanathar is going, sugarcane. And he put some pots of pudding on the table, just ordinary pudding, not his fancy desserts. He just puts them out, and like everyone's like, oh yeah, fantastic, pudding it immediately, and they start eating it. But he's got 2 for each person in 2 different coloured bowls, and so you chow down and just try a bit of it. One of them definitely tastes better than the other, and he goes, Alpha sugarcane, it's the best. That's where we need to get our sugar from. They refine it on site. He's very keen to pick up some sugar. Now you can buy it here at the station, so you don't have to go to Alpha if you don't want. But he's putting in a bid for that. And Graveg just kind of grunts, unless I go to Hellion. I don't want to go to Hellion.
No. That seems prudent. I'm not sure about whether puddings in staff meetings meet regulations, but these are both very nice.
Emmeline is like nodding at you. Yeah, definitely. Like, this is not regulation.
How many hours is this stopover going to be?
So it's going to be a couple of days to disembark and all that sort of stuff. You could probably be in and out in 3 days if you wanted to hustle.
I have a 5-day maintenance cycle. It must be performed.
So it's a 5-day stop. Okay.
As far as Monday's concerned, yeah. I mean, unless like he probably says this at every stop, right? So he is like, no, 5-day maintenance cycle. People know that this is just by the book. It's not, it's like flight hours, jump time, the maintenance cycles just come round. It's not like the ship won't fly if this doesn't happen, but Monday will say 5-day maintenance cycle, and everyone will have heard him say this kind of thing in every staff meeting that has ever been.
Nice. So Carla says, I want to look at those vapor showers. I think we've got some issues, Captain, and I don't want it to go down, so that'll take me half a day or something. It's not as big a deal.
Very good.
Oh.
I need my showers. They keep
okay. So
because he's always got blood on.
You definitely need it. Yeah, definitely. So Emmeline says, so Captain, let us know when you've got a location, and I'll start posting, for passengers.
Yeah, and I would probably turn to the chief and say, well, Xanathor wants to go to Alpha, and so do you, it sounds like. I really had my heart set on, Hellion probably is, it's beautiful from, we probably had, there's probably, you can get tan probably from the, it's all burnt and gross, and it's more like, it's nice and warm there though. I definitely wanted to go there.
The red sun really is quite beautiful, apparently.
And I'm looking at myself in the mirror and pinching my cheeks and going, I could use a little color. I don't know.
Veg doesn't want to go there.
Well, I mean, Veg wouldn't want to go there, but Veg is not. Veg does not tan, I'm going to assume.
No. So you say this and everyone kind of have a laugh, and Veg has a laugh too, but you can see there's a deep undercurrent in Veg's eyes that he's like, he doesn't want to go there with the passion of a red burning sun, which is unusual for him, that he really doesn't want to go there.
It has a red burning sun.
Yeah.
Let's think about meeting the bottom line for this for this month, and then have a look at it when we've sold a cargo from Alpha.
Well, Chief,
How does that sound, Captain?
I was thinking we could skate over there on the fuel we've got, snag up some, not tell Mother maybe.
And I look across at Carla. I think.
She's doing a classic. That's my brother. He's always skating on the edge.
All right. I mean, that's 2 votes for Alpha. Anybody else? Nobody wants Suntan?
Carla's
Nobody?
good either way, but she says if he doesn't want to go, I don't want to go to Helen. If he doesn't want to go. Emmeline is looking at the bottom line and whatever, and she says, well, Hellion, we could pick up some tech, get some extra torpedoes, some options like that, but she doesn't really care.
I look at Chief and
salvage.
Come on.
A cargo hold full of salvage. Still, Veg doesn't want to go. Let's take it under consideration. I think when Monday says let's take it under consideration, he pulls out like a data pad, and this is another thing that always happens at meetings because he's got a list, and he kind of pulls out the stylus and starts working through the list, and it's like maintenance cycle stuff, and it probably maybe not Carla, but I mean we're X's for a reason, so maybe Carla as well, but everyone is familiar with this, so it's like, okay, recycling unit, who's going to do that? We've already talked about vapor showers, and then this hand who wants to stay on, Emmeline, does she have any tickets, any formal qualifications? Do you know? Do we need to get on a training course?
No, she said she's a she says that she is a factory worker, but that's all she's ever said.
Mechanic in a factory? I could do with a mechanic.
You could talk to her. And Gravi goes, she's not a mechanic.
And that's like cross through the question of her formal qualifications. Just Monday Lewis crosses it through.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the end of the list.
And Cypress sees this, and he'll whisper to the Chief under his breath, "Be nice to her, man. I can finally remember her name. Like, I don't want to replace everyone."
So Emmeline has a rule. Emmeline has a rule that hands don't get names until the second trip, so that no one has to bother remembering their names. So they're all called like.
Not hard, that woman.
Yeah, that's cool.
So she just like their physical features or something they did is their name. They just get a nickname, and then when they've signed on to their second one, they get they get to use their actual name, because she's saying no one could be bothered learning the names of these idiots.
Look, if she's willing to do a correspondence course, technician level 5, then fine. We can, then fine, and she can stay on.
Okay, well, Gravik says, she'll do that. I'll tell her. And Emmeline's like, whoa, I'll talk to my crew, thank you, Gravik. That's my job. Yeah. And Gravik just shrugs, whatever.
We could do with another. Yeah. We could do with another pair of hands with a qualification, I think.
Okay, so the meeting's wrapping up. Emmeline says, Captain, have you had time to look at my efficiency and management report? The bound 200-page report that she provided to you.
I definitely, I probably, I might have like some sort of AI book scanning thing that just summarizes it for me.
Okay, is that a person that's summarizing it for you?
Oh yeah, it might have been Nardia.
Was it Nadia?
I need it.
Sure.
If I hear this and I haven't gone, I do the pulling down of my tunic thing, and I say, "You could always pass it to me, Captain. I need a bit of light reading." And
Oh yeah. And I probably would have known this, so I probably did give it to you, right?
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Well,
Cypress
you
doesn't do
noticed
any
that,
hard work, right? Like the only hard work he does is with a butcher knife. That's it.
Yeah. So Emmeline is carrying another copy, and she puts it on the table, cap, just in case you've lost the other one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember this.
Okay.
Oh,
So
this is good.
have you read this thing, Chief?
Yes.
Okay. So Emmeline is making a case with 300 pages of reports and figures and assessments of all the crew, some of which are damning assessments, that she should be listed as the either vice or deputy captain because she does multiple roles on the ship and brings in the most money. So it's a incredibly detailed report with one aim. There's other recommendations in it, but
has she
the
got
main
a service? Has she got a
Yeah,
service
she has.
background?
Yeah, she was a master sergeant.
Army.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Okay. I'll go and see the captain in his. I'll go. That was a army, really.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay.
I'll go and find the captain when he's, preparing.
Yeah, and I would tell
joint of meat.
Emmeline, thank you for the extra copy. I haven't been able to talk to the chief about this yet, but we'll get back to you very shortly. Until then, Emmeline, do your thing. It looks like we're going to Alpha. It's going to be so exciting. And
so she's like, is that locked in, Captain? If that's locked in, we'll start advertising for passengers now. Is it locked in?
I mean, that we are a democracy on this ship, which is a total lie. That's totally lie. And everyone wanted to go.
Yeah. So you're saying this, and the whole thing, the report, and all of the conversations you just have, you just see Carla just rolling her eyes, like, oh
yeah.
God, such nonsense.
Yep.
Anyway, she goes to do something interesting with machines.
He totally doesn't care. I think Cypress finds her annoying, right? Like, and it's just like
Emmeline.
It doesn't care. Like, just doesn't care.
Yeah, absolutely. She's incredibly efficient and does a shitload of work, like talking to people to come on the ship, organizing menus with the chef, stowing the thing out. She does a shitload of stuff, but yeah, she's
but she sucks about it, right? Like, she sucks about it. She's not cool about it. So everyone knows she's like, we couldn't do without her, except everyone kind of wants to do without her, right?
I think
but she doesn't complain. She doesn't complain.
No,
she just put in 300 range reports saying she should be called the deputy captain because she's working hard.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go and find the captain after this, sometime after, when I've kicked the maintenance schedule off a little bit. I'll go and find the captain, and I will say, "Are you butchering something?"
Oh, of course I am. Yeah, so I'm in the butchery, right?
Yep, nice. What do I call you? Cypress? Just Cypress. We were brother-in-laws, weren't we? I just call you Cypress.
Yeah. And I don't even like being called Captain, really. Captain Shaw, it sounds like my dad.
I only ever call him Captain at staff meetings because that's regulations. And when we're alone, when we're alone, I call him Cypress. When there are other members of the crew, it's obviously Captain, obviously. Cypress, I say, this thing with Emmeline, she's army, but she's efficient, and she does do a lot of work that on some ships, well, captains might do. I was thinking you could offer her XO, make her XO. Not deputy captain or any of that. I mean, I don't know where she got this vocabulary from. Army, but XO.
Yeah, and I'd be like, yeah, is deputy captain even a fucking thing? Never even heard of that.
I'll offer it. I'll offer it to her if I'll talk to her about it and send her to you to confirm.
I think XO sounds
if you
right.
want to do it that way.
Yeah, don't you? Yeah. XO, I'm cool with that. I mean, we could all start using, or we could all be like supreme commander captains, and like then she could be just fucking captain if she wants. I don't care. Board of captains, I don't even care.
There's only 12 of you on this whole ship as crew, including the hands. It's not a big operation.
You can't push it too hard because you can't. The business without her. The business of running this crate doesn't run.
Yeah, totally.
So,
should we flavor it with like a meaningless title? Just give her a title raise for like, call it like senior XO, right? Like, who cares?
She'll like it. She'll like
totally.
XO. It's if you can just persuade her not to write any more 300-page reports in return for becoming XO, that would be.
I mean,
as you'd expect from a master sergeant in the army, her prose leaves a lot to be desired.
No pictures? Were there any pictures in there?
Oh, there were pictures.
No. Well, diagrams.
Just fuzzy out of the window pictures, right? Of planets and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make her XO. We'll say next time she bitches, we'll make her super senior XO or whatever, and like that should solve it until if the crew starts mutinying against her, well then that's a different thing. As long as they don't get to me, I don't care. We'll get rid of her. We'll have to find somebody else. Nardia, I like Nardia so far. She's good, right? I can remember her name. She seems really keen on being here. Let's go.
Doing a correspondence course.
Oh yeah, let's spend mom's money, right? Like, this is great.
Excellent.
We'll get Nadia on a training course.
Totally.
Yeah. So,
yep.
Is Emmeline going to? We get searched presumably at some stage after this, right? And
yes.
And then the passengers disembark.
Yeah, and then they start unloading the stuff you've hauled that you want to get rid of that you're selling at this port. Yeah.
Emmeline oversees the disembarkation and the unloading of the cargo.
Yeah, and you're in absolutely. You're in the engineering area, and these guys come down. They actually do a pretty decent job. They bring a scanner down and scan. The problem is they don't pay any attention to the screen, so it's thorough in the way that every part of the ship is being scanned. But if you don't watch the screen while you're scanning, you're not picking anything up. And they search all the passengers' luggage and stuff. So it's efficient in the way and that, everything is done and boxes are ticked. But, they don't find any of your secret passages and hidey holes because they don't look at the screen hard enough to notice it.
Do they come in on superficially? Are they coming in on are they knocking on the door while we're in the butchery?
No. Well, yeah. So you're up butcher. Yeah, they come in and they do a scan of the kitchen. Yeah.
And we notice
they're superficially thorough.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I would wrap. I'm sure I have butcher paper, and I would wrap up a couple of cuts for them, and give them to them.
Excellent.
As like
that is very welcome. The young lieutenant there comes in and says and greets you, and when he finds out you're the captain, he's very like, "Oh, this is a really interesting ship." And like chats you for a while, yeah.
Yeah, and we picked up this what Animal X. And look at the marbling on this. You guys are gonna love these.
Yeah.
Let's give you a couple of pounds each.
He's really tough. Yeah, he's really tough. Yeah, that's excellent. So because you're the captain, he's just asked you a couple of questions. So any blasters allowed on you've got your blasters locked up? We'll go and check the armory later. That's the standard rule.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no problems.
I turned to the chief. The chief and I are by the book on those for sure. Always.
Yeah. So he goes, and passengers are allowed to carry stunners on board ship.
Stunners occasionally, and I look at Chief, and because I don't even know, like I don't know.
Master,
So what's the rule?
if I'm there, I will have accompanied them back to the captain after they were down in engineering, I think. And I will say, Master at Arms, our new XO, takes all military grade arms, and they are all locked away for duration of voyages. We include stunners in that, but blades, long blades, are allowed to be kept for the journey.
Mm-hmm. Very sensible, very sensible. And so you're the crew obviously carry stunners in case. Are you guys wearing stunners on your belts now?
Nope.
I'm not wearing a stunner. No.
Okay.
That's probably something that Emmeline doesn't like about us, that we don't wander around packing stunners or blast as if there are no passengers on board.
I do have a sheath, like a really nice ornate leather sheath for my butcher's knife that I do attach to my wear. That's
nice.
And I go, it's all I need. It's all I need right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't.
Okay.
We don't deal with guns and knives and this. I mean, that's mutiny written all over it. So no, we don't have any of that.
Yeah.
And they probably
part of the problem with this old ship, as far as the chief is concerned, is crawling down maintenance tubes. You got a stunner on the back of your belt. It's just a pain.
It's work. Yeah.
Yeah, Chief got stunned by his own stunner once. That was the end of that. Fell off and shot him. We didn't find him for a week. He was down in the shit. Man, no thank you. He was starting to... We found him because he started to stink, man. And he's making all this shit up just to get these guys out of here. He doesn't care.
The lieutenant is laughing for it. He's going that can't be right. That's bullshit. But anyway, so he's going, oh, that's very wise. He says, I notice in your armory you have a selection of cutlasses. This is unusual. It's not the usual thing, but yeah.
I mean, look at the ship. This is part of the act, They're
He says, okay, so. Yeah, so his last question is about armory stuff. They do a full audit after this of the armory and check the logbooks and all that stuff and the electronic holds of the blasters. And he says, and so do the hands carry stunners as well, if they want?
And he's trying to think back. And he's
well, they don't wear them when they're serving meals in the dining room.
All I can think of is Nardia's name. Nardia dropped hers in the soup once, and it was gross. So, no, we don't actually wear them.
Okay, so they get them then when they have a name. You can remember they're allowed to carry a stunner once they do their second trip. Okay,
yeah,
sweet, excellent. Okay, right. So. The passengers start leaving, all that sort of stuff. So that's priority one for the steward and the hands. One of the hands has had enough of the steward and quits on the spot as soon as the doors open, which means they get a fraction of their pay, but they just walk off because, which is effectively saving you money. But there's a little bit more work for everyone to unload. But that's one of 6. Yeah, so whatever. And you start unloading or whatever, and there's so the steward posts that you're heading to Alpha, and there is within half an hour someone's arrived at the ship to book passage.
Right. How many berths do we have, Whitebread? Does it say in those notes?
Doesn't, but I was thinking like 20, like fancy-ish rooms, a mix. Yeah,
Yep.
and then plus 20-ish low passage. I don't know. Is that about right?
And does Emmeline go to like a freight office as well, or somewhere where we can get cargo? Is the plan just to take standard cargo, or are we trying to be clever and speculate on cargo? Do we just take whatever's going to Alpha and fill the hold with it?
Yeah, whatever you like.
I mean, do we? This is a great question for more like, do we care? Are we desperate to make money for my mother? Or are we just? Do we have our own interests?
Yeah.
Remember,
I think,
remember, if your mother dies, it goes to the ship is owned, I think, by, you said, your cousin or something, who will probably kick you off. So you're trying to pay the ship off before your mother dies.
yeah. We need to pay it off while your mother's alive.
So you own it.
But do we want to stay on this ship? I mean, we want the money. The ship would probably set us up, right? And then we could do whatever we want.
Yeah. You could then rent it to other people to do all the hard work and retire to a luxury.
I mean, in Cypress's mind, he's already doing that, so it's fine.
So yeah, you could pay the minimum of the mortgage payments to your mother, or you could try and beat the time. It's up to you.
I think that unless the captain shows an interest, Monday will, somewhat awkwardly, he will accompany Emmeline to the freight office, to wherever people are shipping cargo, and he'll always have an eye to the best rates of cargo. Like, he's not a merchant, but if someone says carry this and it's a few credits more than someone else saying carry that, I'll go for the better price. So he's kind of trying, not altogether successfully, to learn brokering, for better cargoes, but he's not a natural trader or speculator. So he'll help Emmeline get like 40 tons of cargo, whatever it is.
Yeah.
For what he considers to be a fair price, like a man who isn't a merchant would consider to be, so he's looking for the better prices, but maybe he even, he probably walks down the ramp off the Solar Queen, connects to the local trade net or whatever it would be, looks at all the prices and the charts, and and he's like, okay, Emmeline, livestock and batteries for stunners and clothes. That's what's cheap here, and let's fill up on it, or that's what they're paying the best rates to go to Alpha for. But it's that level of not very sophisticated. Just trying his best.
Yeah, so she's not going yet because as they're unloading, someone's like trying to book passage. So she brings them to the two of you, wherever you are. Are you still in the kitchen? Yep.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the butchery's not probably in the kitchen. Like, it's somewhere I can hose the fucking place down, and it's my man cave, right? I got a man cave somewhere, and it's way out of the way. So no, I'm probably delivering some of the cut meats on a tray, which is weird because I probably still have my shitty bloody smock over my uniform to my chef, Xanathor.
Yeah. Okay, so Emmeline comes into the kitchen and said, we've got adjutant called Talion who wants to book passage, wants to see the rooms and book passage and talk to the captain.
Oh, and so I take off my bloody smock right over my head and give a nod to like Xanathor. Like, Xanathar's got this, right? Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can't. Of course, nothing but the best. And I start shepherding him down and talking and like pointing out shit. And see, this Nick here, this was made by King yada yada yada.
Oh, nice.
He was drunk and he whipped a glass at one of his people and it chipped the wood there. So see, shit like that, right? Like,
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so this Italian, she's a fairly tall lady with dark hair, tied back tight, very military-esque, wearing a military-style uniform, but it's not the Navy. It's a uniform you don't recognize. It's kind of a grey with green piping.
what's her name? I can't. I didn't catch it.
Talon.
Her rank is adjutant.
Yeah,
adjutant.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say adjutant. It's a striking uniform you have there. I don't recognize.
Yeah, and it's custom fitted, right? So this is like it's not like there's your size roughly. It's perfectly fitted.
Is she kind of hot?
Yeah, she's attractive. Yeah, quite attractive. Yeah.
Oh, I would be flirting for sure.
Yeah. Okay, she doesn't seem that interested.
Yeah, it's cool. Nobody would be.
Okay, so
nobody with any spine would give a shit about me.
So she wants to see all of the staterooms, and she's like writing things down in a book as she's going, or maybe a data slate sort of thing. She's writing down every stateroom and what its features are and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, is there any discrete passages in this vessel?
I'm assuming Chief is not there. Discrete passages. Oh, we do have a couple, but can only show them once you're booked. Once we're in the air.
Okay. She goes, yes, that's entirely reasonable.
So, are you looking for anything specific, ma'am?
No,
like
no,
adjoining rooms. He's totally hinting at like that she has,
She describes a scenario where the main passenger might need to move discreetly between two rooms.
Understood completely. I think I have exactly what you need.
Okay, so she says, very well, so we have a party of 20. We're on all the staterooms, except the one you're staying in, obviously. All the staterooms, full service, all that sort of stuff. And she's quoting a price double what you would normally charge for the staterooms for a 3-week trip, or two and a bit week trip. And they also have equipment to go in the hold that they would charge haulage rates for.
Okay. Yeah, and he probably wouldn't say up front, but that he might say something about that. But take all that up with my steward. She'd be happy to book you passage.
So Emmeline probably is walking with you. So she goes over and the two of them talk, and they agree a price and shake hands, and the deal is done. And so Emmeline comes back to you and said that they were prepared to pay triple, so I charged them triple.
Great. I was going to suggest it.
Wow.
And I wouldn't say this to Emmeline because I'm not. I say as little as I have to Emmeline, but I would make sure to get around to the chief and go like, "This is some shit. Like this doesn't sound right."
She gives you
excitement, right? It is exciting.
If we're talking on a comms, from captain's room to engineering, I get him to describe the uniform to me. Any anything on the shoulders,
gray,
any insignia,
orange piping, a star-shaped insignia,
green piping.
Anything that
whatever.
Anything that the chief recognizes.
So this is like a provincial government kind of uniform. It's your best guess. Have you been to this sector before?
I don't. I think this is our first time at Jotnar.
Yeah. So you
Um,
don't recognise it, but it's definitely a provincial government kind of uniform.
Is there is there a like a naval or a ship scrap dealer in this station, or
Yes.
somewhere
Yes.
where I'm thinking of anyone I know ex-Navy who's been here a while that I can reach out to?
Yeah. So you want to just head out into the station and
Unless they've got, unless I can call on Jotnar Net or whatever. If I can call them, I'll call them because I'm going to wait for Emmeline.
Yeah. So this says Emmeline's about to head out because she's got to check the farm equipment and check if it's going to fit
I'll go
and all
with
that sort of stuff. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna. Before I call her, I'll get the captain up on the comms again. And I'll say Emmeline and I going out to get whatever we can to fill the rest of the hold, and I'll see what I can find out about the adjutant and her party, so we know what to expect.
And I would stress to you like that they wanted the secret compartments, right? Like, and we probably do have some for show that people do know about, and then we have the ones that people don't know about, right?
The really secret ones, yeah.
If
I see anyone.
So you just show her one passage between two of the rooms, and she's happy with that. And she gives you a chit for 1/3 of the price of the rooms. Like just up front, there's that's basically the price. That's what you'd normally charge for this passage.
Yeah,
I understand. It's just me in engineering and just Cyprus in his room, so I call him Cyprus. And I'm like, I understand that there's some interesting wildlife planet side. So if anyone's trading exo meat, I'll bring some back for you.
Excellent.
I find Cyprus's hobby a little bit, but I bet you don't. Friend
no, I think you and I are always talking about like different bodies and like how to. I'm always asking you about it. I'm like, because you're a doctor. Exactly. I'm like,
all these years,
correspondent.
All these years have gone by with me like facilitating your weird hobby whenever I buy anything.
Like,
if I go on
what do you
holiday,
think the best
on leave,
knife
I bring you back some horrible meat or something. But I'm like,
how do you think I should get like
Oryx like sinew? I might be like that as a medic as well. I might be like,
totally.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. I go off with Emmeline, planning to link up with someone ex-Navy who might know this place better than we do.
Well, you run into someone you recognise as you're looking at the farming equipment. So there's a lot of very fancy looking farming equipment, and you recognise an engineer that used to work with in the Navy called Faust, and Faust is wearing the same uniform, the grey and green. He looks like he's had a hard time. This might have been, a decade or more since you've seen him. He's not as fit and hale as he used to be, but he greets you very warmly. It's Lewis.
Yeah, I shake his hand. Faust, it's been a long time. We served on the we served on the Rodney together.
Yes.
What's this uniform you're wearing, Faust? We've got some passengers coming on the crate that I work on, and I think this is their uniform. Who are we expecting?
He kind of rolls his eyes and he goes, "This is the governor's designed a new uniform for Alpha. He's taking over as governor there, so he thinks that we all should look sharp, modern kind of."
We taking the new governor to Alpha?
Yeah.
Well, it is distinctive.
It is. He says it certainly is. You see, he already on his new uniform, which is not as well fitted as Talon's. There are wine stains.
My kind of
guy. Yeah. Okay, Faust. So you're coming along, and a party?
Yeah.
Do you know how many tons? Do you know how many tons of gear the governors carry?
Oh yeah, he points to the farm equipment. There's a fair amount, and he says, "And yes, we'll fill the rest of your hold with scrap."
I look at Emmeline.
She's going, "Well, that's fair enough. It's less hassle, but sure."
We'll need all the paperwork done, obviously.
He goes, "Yeah, of course, yeah."
Okay. Well, so nothing for us to do here at all, then, Emmeline. Let's go and tell the captain we're carrying the new governor.
Okay. Well, Faust says, "I look forward to catching up on board."
On board, Faust.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do some more catching up.
Yeah. Excellent. So, do you want to fill up with gas while you're here, given you have just come into a bunch of money, or are you waiting to regen?
We've got a scoop, so we can scoop for free, can't we?
Scoop for free at Regen. You can't scoop for free here. They will charge you if you scoop. It'll be less than if you pay for the gas, but it's yeah.
Has the chief noticed any difference in performance between scooped fuel and refined fuel in the Solar Queen?
Refined fuel is better for sure, but with some tinkering, you think you could get it to match with a bit more effort between you and Carl.
All kinds of things are possible with some tinkering. Naval regulations say refined fuel at least 80%.
Yeah. So are you gassing up to 80?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't fill right up, but you fill up more than enough to get you to Okay.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, do we go all refined? Payment at the end of the month? No, 80%. That's the minimum by naval regulation, for
all right, sweet.
Efficient performance.
Okay, excellent. So you organise that. Yeah, and there's still a process of unloading, but the governor has extra hands, and you can proceed with the whole thing in 2 days, in, out, and in, ready to go, if you want.
2 days. 2 days.
Yep.
I mean that leaves us 3 days short on the maintenance cycle, doesn't it?
It does.
Cypress would say,
does the captain care?
He would say, "Well, you could do this en route, right? Like, you'll be fine." He knows he knows you engineer types, man. Like, he knew so many people just like you at school, right? Like a prep school. Yeah, man.
Did I find Cyprus some disgusting slab of Jotnar, like octopus or something? No, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of slide it across the counter in like a Tupperware, and it's sloshes in there. Yeah.
I rip into it, and I'm barely listening to you now. Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm poking it with a couple of probes, and look at the marbling on this motherfucker. What's in you?
I just, I leave him to it.
Okay.
And you tell me all this stuff.
All right.
In the back of my head, so usually what Cypress usually does is he tries to hit pretty girls are nice on the ship, right? Like so he's usually trying to find that, but the staterooms are all full. So he didn't even probably leave the ship at this point. It's like, Shatner, fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
I go and find Carla. Sorry, White Red. I go and find Carla immediately.
Yeah.
We are very, very cold with one another. I suspect.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm. I, am i am like, I'm. I 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 am i am like sorry. We have to leave in 48, and there's a 120-hour maintenance cycle to complete. So I'll be needing you to pull a long shift.
She goes, well, I'm not doing the blah blah. It says the worst job. I'm not draining the sumps. That could be you.
Very well. I'll go and suit up. Right.
Okay, excellent.
You're cleaning out the grease trap. Fantastic. Lovely job.
Okay, so there's a lot. You guys are working your butts off to get the maintenance done. They load everything in pretty efficiently. The steward comes to you, Emmeline comes to you at some point, Captain, and says, there are 2 archaeology students who want to get a galleon. Oh, sorry, Galno. But in low passage. So we need to confirm that we would actually go there if I'm going to book them. We can't give them a guarantee. I can't book them.
Where is it? Where are they?
It's north of Hellion, and it's an archaeology planet, thin atmosphere, rudimentary starport, and they're digging up some ancient stuff there. So not a good trade location.
Yeah. But like, how long do we have to get there? Is it like a couple months? They won't even know.
Oh, they're low passage. Yeah, they won't. Yeah,
it could be a year.
You can get there 6 months. Yeah. She goes. I'll make no deal on time frame, Captain.
I mean, they're students, right? Like, they won't know.
Yeah.
We could put a bottle of booze in there with them and freeze that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he'd be like, I mean, he does care about human life, so he'd be like, Emily, do you think we're ever going to go there, or is this just a shit show?
Mrs. Goes, we could refund if we go closer and drop them off.
That's true, and we could probably book them frozen on a cut rate passage out there, right? Like on some freighter or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and if we go to Region, it's only 1 hop from where they want to go, so we could drop them there and refund.
Yeah, that's true. How much is it? Are they paying decent coin?
Bugger all.
Yeah.
They're students. They've got no money, so they're paying the minimum.
Still, I don't know. We don't have we have some weird crap coming on this ship. At least that would be kind of fun. What do you think?
Okay, she goes, yeah, I'll tell them now.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, there's plenty of other things to do.
Yeah,
cool. All right, she tells them now. Okay.
I think I probably have to put them into. I probably have to put them into cryo, don't I? I'm the ship's medic.
No, she's knocking it back. She's saying no because they're not giving it. I thought it was. Is that a no? Yeah, it was a no. I think.
Was it a no? Right? Was it okay?
Is that right, Brian? It was a no.
I was gonna say fine, but like, because I kind of don't care, but like, it's, to me, it's more like I don't even care. It's a student thing. It's more like a bro thing, because like, you know, I went to Cyprus, definitely went to college or whatever. He was just kind of like, it's kind of interesting, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant.
Would it annoy the chief? Does it annoy the chief when we take on low passage?
It's got a lot of things.
No, not at all.
I
mean, it's absolutely fine. His main concern is that anyone that doesn't survive the journey doesn't end up in your man cave.
and we probably play, especially with students, we would probably play that up if we're bored. Like bring them to the butchery first before they go down.
Yeah.
So I think this is like this is the base level of, it's kind of like throwing a bone to the universe. There's a karmic thing that like the chief and I probably both are down with, you know, poor people that want to travel far and are doing something interesting. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would be especially because we're just trying to fleece everyone else for money, and who cares? But these people we actually give a shit about, right? Like we're like, I don't want them to die, but we do want to scare the shit out of them.
I think the cryo process. I mean, there'll be commercial transports with low passage that won't take half the time that the chief takes to put low passengers into low passage, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, he's got his, it's like, it hurts less if you relax the arm, bang. Relax your neck now, bang. Every single step.
Is there
before they go under?
Do you take a huge shot before you go, like a Jello shot or something weird that helps?
There's probably green liquid. Yeah, drink this. No,
or smoke.
No, faster. You have to drink the whole lot within 30 seconds, please. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we'll have to start again.
It's basically like shotgunning a beer, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So you take 2 archaeology students and put them in your low passage. Okay. Okay. So I think everything proceeds fairly quickly. The farming equipment's loaded. Faust, they bring some tugs around and they load from the side a bunch of scrap from the scrap merchant. The look of it, as you have a quick look, Chief, is it's a lot of like structural components, passages and that sort of thing. It's not to build a ship or repair a ship. It's like for a station or something like that, or to use on the planet.
Okay, we don't know anything really. Are they taking like a governor's residence with them? Is that what it looks like?
No, it's not. It's something more complicated than that. This would be a very poor governor's residence. It'd be like a rambling sprawl of nonsense.
Okay, weird. Bits that are meant to repair something else, or is there some kind of coherence to it? Can I imagine what it might look like?
So you take a look and kind of think about it, and your best guess is they're trying to build a starport, and Alpha doesn't have a starport, so that would kind of make sense.
Okay. Wow. That means there must be an engineer in their party when they come aboard, at least one engineer.
Oh, that's Faust. Faust is the engineer.
Oh, Faust with the wine stains is going to build this. Going to build their starport. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Did I forget to mention he's an engineer? Yeah.
No, you mentioned. You said. Yeah. No, you said because we worked together, but I didn't see him as a. He's actually going to be putting this construction together, and it's a down port or a high port. It's going to be orbital, or is it on the surface?
Orbital.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
How much do you like Faust? If you would tell
like him, would
you tell me about this? Yeah. Would you tell me about this?
Yes, absolutely. I don't think I think you'll probably. I think you probably find Monday just download stuff. He doesn't do secrets with you at all. So he's
and I don't either.
This is what happened today. Have all of it.
And so cool. I would ask you that Faust has a pretty good gig. I bet you'd like that. How much do you like him?
He was a decent engineering officer. He looks to have gone to seed a little.
That's what I'm saying.
Personally, with the amount of, he'll need a really good crew, and he'll need a really good crew with 0G experience and vac suit experience,
which you have.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to get off this boat.
He's suggesting that we offer to help. I don't know how much money the new governor of Alpha has. It's a hayseed world, isn't it?
Yep.
But that's a pretty good gig, building a starport.
Well, it depends. This one looks like it was bought piecemeal from scrap merchants.
Yeah, it's not a starport. He's bought bits He bought bits of things he's going to cobble together.
Let's get to know them on the way. I'm intrigued to meet the new governor.
Yeah.
See what they're like. But how long have we got until we leave? Couple of hours. I've got to do like 25 hours work in the next 2 hours. So I turn on my heels and leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering where
So
you were using the you're in the hazmat suit, right? You got
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And I say she made you do it
He's
again,
got the
didn't
green
she?
goop from the thing on him as well. He's doing it all.
She's gonna make you do it again. She's making you do the shit. Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. She's gonna shit on you for the rest of your days. Good luck.
Yeah.
You think she shits on me?
Obviously...
Good Lord.
She might be a bit too much like your mother.
Man, she's just like you. You have great taste, man.
Monday doesn't laugh, right? He's like absolutely
yeah,
just goes back to work.
Okay, excellent. So Talon comes to see you, Captain, and the chef to organise the meal plan. Adjutant to the meal plan for the first meal on the ship and all that sort of stuff. And she's really happy with the taste test and everything. It sounds great. She thinks that the quality of the desserts is really going to impress the governor, which she's very pleased about. And other people start moving on. So there's the governor's wife, some members of his family. So about of the 20 rooms, about half a dozen, about a third are the governor's wife and family. About a third are people with fancy titles who start coming on, and one of them comes in and he's major something or other, real kind of red-cheeked, bearded, kind of army type, and he's just walking around with his blaster on. And Emmeline is like, "You can't have your blaster," and he's going, "I've got a permit from the patrol." Makes a big thing of it. Emmeline comes to you and goes, "Are we gonna enforce the rules here, Captain? These guys are."
And who came to talk to me about the menu?
That was Talon,
the
adjutant. Yeah.
What is Talon? Talon is who?
Adjutant. That's the woman who came at the start to book the passage. Yeah.
Gotcha. And I probably am barely noticing any of that because I'm really in on the menu. I'm asking her if Xanathor is going to make the oryx tartare because I really would be cutting that up. And he's
he's totally down for that.
Blaster.
Yeah. And then there's this argument between Emmeline and the major in the dining room.
I'm gonna
wear your blaster.
I'm rolling on Rando. He does not care about the blaster. He's like, "Do you think it's a problem?"
She goes, "Well, we got a rule, Captain. Breaching the rule. Passengers don't carry blasters or stones."
Okay. I would go up to the major and say, "Major, sorry, we do have a rule about no blasters. You can carry a stunner if you'd like.
Okay, so that is still against your rules."
Oh, I do?
That is still against your rules. Yeah,
is it?
But it's much better than a blaster. A blaster can punch a hole in the ship. You don't want that.
Yeah, and I'm I will loan you. I have a. It's like it is platinum, jeweled thing. It's like I got it. It's horseshit. It's like worth nothing. But like someone gave it to me.
It looks fancy.
Cool. Man, now you got to promise not to lose it. But like you're gonna look.
So
good
he's
with this.
He does think it looks better than his kind of standard issue blaster. But
I'll get you this blaster back first thing. I promise.
Yeah. No, he's saying that this is important. We need to protect the new governor and whatever. What could possibly happen to the governor on the ship? with
nothing.
Anyway, yeah,
it'll be
but
good.
he's quite insistent on this. So if you want to convince him, make with the dice.
Yeah. I mean, Captain, right? So let's find out. I got the Devil's Bargain.
So I think he would agree if they had the blaster stored in a lock box in his room, and only he would have the key, and he would ensure that they were locked up.
Yep, and I say, the chief has a couple. I'll send them down. You basically, it's all fingerprinted, that sort of thing.
Okay, perfect.
And I know that the chief and the chief and I have dealt with this shit before. He'll never open that fucking thing once it's in there.
Fantastic. I've dealt with that. You guys totally, yeah. So he comes in, and as the various members of this, so about a third of the cabins are these kind of military types, and so they put all their blasters and lock them away in this thing as they come on board. And
it's the kind of thing where we make them test them, and then we have a little boop, a little button that just they'll never open it again. And the chief has this fucking button, and it's awesome. Oh shit! It broke again.
Yeah, these are probably leftover boxes from the smugglers who used to own this ship that are stowed in the passages and shit that you found. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so then the other third of this is the cabins and the worst cabins is Faust and his engineers. Right. So it's about a third family, a third military officers with fancy uniforms and stupid titles, and a third actual engineers.
Cool.
And apart from Faust, they all look incredibly young.
Oh yeah, it's one of those. I would make a beeline for the chief and be like, yeah, you gotta go. I'm sure you want to do this, but like, you gotta go check out these fucking engineers, man. It's gonna be funny. Can I go with you though? Because I want to see it. I want to see you talking to these.
I'm not going to specially do that. But if we get, if we're all eating together, like if we do eat together.
Oh,
do we eat together? Do they come from their staterooms, or do they eat in their staterooms?
Yeah, it's a big it's a big dining room.
It's probably like the crown jewel of the ship, right? Like it's all It's
chandeliers,
a total, like, whoo, yeah.
And
it's probably happening.
The hands all wear white jackets, black pants, ties, the full shebang.
And I'm in the full orange regalia, right?
I think that the one, the one concession that the chief makes to the ship is this is a good place to dine, so he dresses up every evening, right?
Nice.
Everyone loves the dining on this ship, for sure. That's like the thing.
And so do you wear your old Navy uniform?
Yeah, black. Right. It's kind of mostly black with a grey trim, yellow Imperial Navy sunburst on the the breast and on the shoulders. Yeah. He doesn't have the medals. He doesn't put those on, not every night anymore.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so the new governor is coming. It's just before, he's not getting on the ship until it's just before launch. So he's coming over. It's been a couple of days. Everything's kind of set up. And then you see there's been quite a few people coming through, do the standard thing, having a look around the ship. And actually I haven't had time. So lots of people have wanted to do that, and usually charge a small admission for a walk around. But unless you're doing them yourself, Captain Emma, and it's only 2 days, so there's no real time to do it. So maybe you do a couple, but it's not a big thing. But there are a few people, sightseers there, but a moderate-sized crowd gathers and kind of is clapping the governor as he walks onto the ship. And you see after the governor comes on, Talon is quietly walking around handing out small chits to these people.
Paid crowd.
Paid crowd, 100%. So the governor is a real Governor Caspian. He's a real hardliner. He's clearly a veteran, and he's got like he walks with a slight limp, and one of his arms he kind of holds up under himself, and he carries a sword. He wears an actual sword around, and he's got this massive thing of medals on his shirt, from his military career. But he's wearing this fancy new governor uniform, with things. And what's that bit of braiding stuff with the gold braiding and the little epaulets and the full shebang?
The whole works, all the piping, everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
One of those hats with the big, one of those South American kind of big military hats. Yeah.
Wow, like a tall hat with a front with a emblem on, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's happy he's got the job.
He's very happy, yeah. White gloves, the full shebang, yeah.
Is he we will ask the adjutant before he comes aboard, is he your excellency?
Yes, Your Excellency is correct. She would have handed out notes and trained up the staff. So Emmeline's gathered together a crew, bit hard in 2 days to get cream of the crop, but we've still got Nadia. There's another 5. The only one that really stands out to you is a guy called Capers, because he kind of, Emmeline says, wait till you see him dance. It's their only explanation for his nickname.
I'm going to say to Emmeline, before she hires the crew, I know you know this, but I just want you to hear me say it. You've got to check these people over twice or 3 times, because we've got the governor traveling with us, and any links to revolutionary groups or political causes, anything, just don't. Okay.
Yeah, so she says, I did a full check on all 5 of them. Notice I said 5 and there are 6, right? Because she did not check Nadia. She says to me, I checked all 5 of these and they are 100% legit, no concerns whatsoever.
Okay. Monday keeps his remaining concerns to himself then.
Okay. Okay, so right, so you're sitting at the table for the dinner as the ship is easing away. So obviously some of the critics, like Garvig's not here, and Carla is not here, and Xanathor is in the thing, but Emmeline is here and running the service and all that sort of stuff. So you're sitting there.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, is it a jump, or do we travel in normal space to Alpha?
Normal space, then jump.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got to get out of the thing. So it's
Now
you go.
Okay, cool.
This is what I was thinking in speed, because you got solar sails, right? So coming in after a jump is slow, leaving is medium speed, dropping the ring and going yourself is fast. Yep.
Yeah. And we probably dine.
Medium
We're not eating in jump, right? I mean, not.
No. But you've got to travel out, and it's like I don't know, 5 or 6 days. Yeah. So you've got to. Yeah. So when you get to jump, it's just normal, right? It's like a week out of the system, a week in jump, and then a week to the new place. It's like 3 weeks. That's pretty standard, yeah.
We got 3 weeks for these. We got 3 weeks for these dudes, yeah, and a week of that's in jump space.
Correct.
Yeah. So a week to get away from a week to get away from the gravity well of the star and the planets.
Yeah.
A week in jump and a week coming into the new system. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
I think that's how it works, right? Am I? I think that's my understanding.
Yeah. No, so if it's 1 parsec, it would be a week. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. So all those jumps I've drawn on the map, they're all one jump for you guys. Yeah, I've drawn it from your perspective. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Great. You are okay. So you're sitting at the dining table. and
Oh,
the
I've got this.
governor is talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Xanthar would bring out like the whatever we're having. Like today, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's always something with meat, and he brings out like my shittiest, oldest, crappiest knife that it's probably like
Yeah.
beat to hell and old and shitty. And it's like this is our thing. The first meal, we bring it out, and I make the first cut. But I offer
Yeah.
the first cut to the governor. Your Excellency,
Okay.
would you mind honoring us with the first cut?
He looks at you and he says, "I am not a chef. Like I'm not a chef." And he says, "Like chef. I'm not a chef."
Oh, careful.
And so I take the knife and I say, "That very good." And I'm looking at him and I'm cutting really nicely and smiling. Yeah. This isn't your jug there I'm cutting right now. That's great. You fucking asshole.
So you
How
talk
precious
to
is Xanathar about his job? Xanathar will be insulted. That's the main thing. We'll be having burnt rice pudding for the next 3 weeks.
Xanathar gets a lot of praise, and so he's a bit taken aback by that. But it's it's early days. He hasn't eaten the food yet. Wait till he eats the food.
He would never serve shitty food though either. That would
No. He would not.
It would never happen.
Yeah. So the governor's one of those people who asks you about yourself for politeness and then ignores what you say and then starts talking about himself.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a bit of that, and then you learn the pattern.
Oh yeah. Everyone at school.
Do we learn all about his military career? Has he covered himself in glory on many occasions?
Yes, you recognize his name. You remember it now. He is known as the Butcher of Hellion. He's the one who put down the revolution.
Wow.
And so he tells this story about he tells a story about his time in Hellion, and he goes, these rebels, these scum, wanted to take over the planet for whatever stupid reasons. He clearly paid no attention to their demands or interests and just repressed them with like an iron fist. And he's telling the story of he says, but they foolishly marked all their faces with a tattoo, or sometimes they branded themselves to show their loyalty. So it's easy to pick them out from a crowd. And if you happen to shoot a few others, a couple of minutes with a branding iron, and they're all rebels anyway. Like that's his hilarious story that everyone in his party laughs at.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly he tells that story all the time. Like it's his favorite story.
Has he been appointed governor of Alpha on the strength of his career shooting crowds of civilians and rebels? Is that his?
That's correct.
His thing.
But you think about it and you go like, that's a pretty shitty posting for someone who put down a rebellion. There's something more to this tale. Yeah. Yeah. Now,
Scandal.
Faust is not sitting at the main captain's table with you guys. He's sitting with the engineers because the tables are smaller because you're on a spaceship. But he clearly would know more about this if you wanted to chat to him later.
Yeah, I mean, if we have drinks afterwards, maybe there's probably a bar in this dining room. People, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will. I'll make sure I have a drink with Faust on an occasion at least.
Yeah. Let's do one more thing and we'll get to the drinks. So one funny, interesting thing that happened is at some point Nadia comes out with the soup. She walks out into the room, and so Captain, you and the chief are watching her. She walks into the room, looks at the table, turns around and walks back into the kitchen and does not emerge for the rest of the meal.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else brings the soup out.
Mm-hmm.
But the look on her face was a look of such horror like you have never seen before when she looked at the table. Okay, so afterwards, you're having a few drinks. The governor retires. The governor's room, the passage in the governor's room connects to the room that Talon, the adjutant, is staying in.
Oh,
that's the arrangement of rooms that they have organised.
No wonder she wasn't interested in. Hold on, he's got a wife as well. Where's his wife staying?
And children,
in his room.
His children. Yep.
In a sort of a right. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting.
Anyway, so you're chatting to Faust and a couple of the young engineers later, yeah. And maybe you're just chatting to Faust and the engineers are over there doing something else, yeah.
I'd quite like to be in a conversation where they are there too. The simple reason that, because as the captain said, right, it'd be nice to find out what this team's like.
Yeah. So let's say you have a chat with them.
They've got a big job. They've got a big job on, and one-on-one in a group. I mean, they've got a big job on and a cargo hold full of shit to do it with, and a drunk as their chief. So
So they're all young. Yeah. They're all fresh out of the academy. They haven't, like the college. They haven't had any military service. All of them don't know what they're doing. One of them is is trained as an astrogator, and also because there's 2 moons on Alpha, so the arrangement of the station is complex. So they literally have bought a mathematician to work that stuff out and get it right. And the other 4 of them are just really young engineers with virtually no experience.
Yeah, I think Monday is all over asking them questions about EVA hours, zero-G experience.
Yeah, they've got a little bit the basics that you get when you get trained, but that's it. These guys are also not the top of their class. They were mid-range.
Yeah. Okay. I will. Yeah, you can be cleaning out the grease trap next week. When I'm alone with Faust, I will start off by asking him about the Butcher of Hellion.
It
is he's become the governor of Alpha. Is it a demotion? Has he done something else to upset, the Duke?
I think it's a pretend promotion. That's the only thing I could figure. Imagine having to live with this guy, back at the base. You would get rid of him as quick as you could.
Yeah, once the war's over, I think he's got to get him out, right?
Yeah. So Hellion was like 10 years ago, but I know let's say it was 5 years ago, but he's like, imagine having this guy hanging around. He's going like, you get rid of him. He goes, I wouldn't be here, except I got into some stuff and they said court-martial or go and help the governor. And I'm not sure I made the right choice.
Yeah, right. Okay. So was Faust still in the Navy at that point, or had he joined like a local?
No, he was in the Navy. Yeah.
I have serious concerns about your assigned task, Chief. I'll say.
Yeah, it's gonna look. We're gonna do the best we can. These guys are gonna have time to train up. This is a 10-year job, no question. Like, they've only got 2 lifters on planet, and they need those lifters to when the supply ship comes. So we can use them maybe half the time, at best. This is and every walk is going to be a long, slow process of joining bits of stuff together and keeping the balance right.
You've got no old hands, though. You've got no one with any.
Yeah, but these guys in a year or 2, they'll have the skills. It'll go faster then.
Okay. I mean, I think probably Monday has a flashback to someone flying off at high speed into the depths of space on a spacewalk. Something horrible happening on the hull of a ship, and just like flashback after flashback, and bit of a 1,000-yard stare. Okay, Faust. Okay. Well, I still think you should ask the governor to hire you some experienced hands.
Oh, I asked him. This is what we got.
Okay, well, clearly I'll pass that on to the captain as well. And
Mm.
I'm
Yep.
going to say to the captain when I talk to him later, I'll say I'm gonna have a word with Nadia, or maybe I should talk to Kveg about that scene at dinner.
Yeah, I probably have called Nardia to the butchery while I'm right. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yep. She has clearly been crying, but she's summoned up her courage and reapplied. She wears quite a lot of makeup, and she's put her makeup back on thickly. And she says, "What is it, Captain?"
And I'm like, I'm not cutting meat. I have like a shit ton of veg because sometimes I just like to be a sous chef for.
Yeah.
And my knife skills are fucking badass. Like I am just.
Yeah.
I'm able to talk to her and just like shred some fucking veg, Julian, like a mofo.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that, and I said, "What was up with the soup today?"
Oh, I was feeling unwell.
I'm like, I might not be the best captain, but I am a good judge of character. That was bullshit.
Yeah, it's definitely bullshit. The look of her face. But the way she said the lie was actually quite good.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I was like,
yeah, like the quality of the lying was high, but because you saw her face before, it doesn't stand up.
Yeah, and I say to her, I'm liking you more and more every time we talk. This is fantastic. And I would say, yeah, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. What's up with you and Captain fucking shitbag or whatever, Governor shitbag?
She's just a bit kind of cautious still, and she's like, I've heard of his reputation.
Mm. And
I don't like him. But she says, like, this is where she lets her facade slip. It's not like I don't like him. It's like, I don't like him. Like,
yeah. And
she really
then I
like
stop chopping and I throw the knife in the board, and I said, I don't like him either. He's an asshole. Something more to that, right? I'm speaking freely. I want you to as well, right? Like, we're just people chatting. You're just chatting with the sous chef right now.
She goes, all right, Captain, let me be frank. Some people don't like people because they're annoying at dinner. Other people don't like them because of things they did.
That's what I'm talking about. And he's like, yep. And what has this shitbag done to you? Because there's something.
He hasn't done anything to me personally, Captain.
Your people?
I saw some things.
What'd you see? You can be vague if you want.
I saw things.
That's vague enough. Okay, fine.
But the worst part, Captain, is he might remember me. And he definitely walks with a limp for a reason.
That's less vague. Thank you. And he would probably.
I'm willing to bet there's a tattoo under that thick makeup.
Yeah. And I probably don't know about the tattoo. Do I know? No, he'd said it at dinner, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He's described it in detail.
And I would be like, "Are you good with a knife?"
She goes, yes.
And I back away from the table and said, show me.
She picks a knife up and tosses it in her hand, and like clearly has carried a knife.
And it's a great knife.
Not so good.
It is like as good a knife. What?
Her cutting the food is not great, but the way she holds the knife is very stabbing people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really good with a knife, so I would recognize, skill
Oh,
recognize
you
the
totally
skill, right?
recognize it. Yeah.
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 I'm like, okay. I'm gonna say it again. You're more and more interesting every time we talk.
Yeah, the problem she has cutting vegetables is when she uses a knife, she's used to twisting after the cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goes
Yeah,
another,
and
there goes another cauliflower ruined.
I gently take the knife away from her. I'm like, this one's not for cutting. This is never mind.
Yeah.
You're dulling the
Also,
blade
you
that
notice
way.
she's carrying a stunner on her belt. You notice for the first time,
Yeah.
which she's entitled to do because she's a named hand.
Yeah.
But you've never seen her wear it before.
Yeah, and I like that. I'm like,
Mm.
yeah. Anything else you want to tell me about this guy?
Don't turn your back on him.
Yeah, I already knew that. Let's keep you out of the limelight with this shitbag. How about that?
I would like that, Captain.
Mm.
So you remember there's the ring, right? And so I assume passengers aren't allowed to go into the main hub, the main vessel.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a security thing. So if you sent her into the main vessel, Vig's there as well, remember? Yeah.
Nardi, why don't we start your engineer training early, and why don't you hang with the chief a little bit more this trip? How about that?
She goes, yes, Captain, I may have undersold my engineering capability.
Meaning?
I have some experience in the field.
I assumed. Well, this is fine. Is there something you'd like? I mean,
I thank every day. I thank the red sun every day for another breath. Like,
same.
Just being here is enough for her.
You like the ship. This is your fifth trip.
Yeah, yes, I do.
What's your favorite part? And now it's just gonna.
She actually, her attitude changed. She starts to get excited about all the things that are interesting about this ship.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
And she's rattling it off like, you've got twin turret lasers, and the ballroom is so ornate. Like, she knows this ship really well after 5 trips.
Yeah,
because that's 3 months or whatever. But she knows that you recognize, she understands its armaments from the torpedo tubes to the gunnery stations, but also all the other bits. Because remember, she's been a hand, right? So she's done everything. So yeah, she understands the whole ship. She has spent the time studying the ship. She hasn't been sitting on her backside, collecting away. She has been on her free time. She goes and looks at bits of the ship and understands it. And she never goes off. She rarely goes off at port.
And I say, let me talk to the chief, because I think you might be ready for a promotion. Yeah. Like I said, I like you every time I talk to you. Very interesting.
She says, I don't wish to stand out, Captain. There's no need for any promotions.
I understand. I want to see. I'll talk to the chief anyway.
Okay. All right. So you tell her to report to the main hub?
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep you on the down low, right? Like, yeah. But she wants that.
She agrees. And then she opens one of the back panels in this room that she didn't know she knew about and disappears.
and right, I probably have already called up the chief to join me, right? Like, so we can chat.
All right, so you pass her in the tube, Chief.
Okay.
Yep, you're falling from the hub because the centrifugal force creates the gravity. on this ship, so you're falling from the
Yeah.
hub. Ancient tech, yeah. And she's coming the other way on a zip line. Yeah.
And so we're chatting. You probably come out of the thing puzzled.
Again, I'm not puzzled. She's someone you commonly encounter, right? Because she's here, there, and everywhere. So,
but not in the hidden passages, probably, right?
Maybe not. Oh well, I mean, she would have left yours and gone into the
she
into
got
the
out
shaft
of the hidden passage into the tube. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
so she didn't go all the way in the secret passages. Yeah, you can't get from the ring to the hub in a secret passage. There's 3 tubes. Equidistant around the ship.
So I'd tell the chief our little Nardia is she's quite interesting.
I gathered from the the display at dinner. Hopefully, no one else noticed. I was thinking I might. Well, you've already talked to her then, but I thought I might talk to Kveg, see what he knows.
Mm-hmm. But can you take her under your wing? I think it sounds like she's got plenty of experience.
Well, it's not solely a matter of experience.
That's for you to judge. I won't know.
He has to be certificated as well. For
sure. But I leave it to you. But that girl is interested. I always know the interesting ones. And there's a reason I remembered her name.
Let's just make sure she's not a security risk on this voyage. We've got 3 weeks with that butcher of Hellion here. Not your kind of butcher, but much worse.
Yeah, he's never coming in here. Yeah, this might. And then, like, does this ship, like, from its pirate days? You would think that there are some rooms it would be advantageous to be able to, like, no, turn off the oxygen in there or gas or something in there. I'd ask the chief that.
Be a thing.
The chief says, I'm just going to pretend that I didn't hear that, but what we could do is establish a little light touch surveillance.
Mm-hmm. I like where this is going.
Yep.
What do you think, Chief?
I'll see. Well, yeah, I'll see what I can do. Maybe we can learn more about the governor. The engineering team is put together on the cheap. Faust says a 10-year job. I think it's a forever job to put that space station together. With the hands they've hired. They're all youngsters, and they'll be dead. So
you think
don't know about the soldiers, but
you think this is exiling the ship bag? Because, like, who would blame anyone for wanting to do that, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's what Faust said, that it's a pretend promotion.
Yeah, or do we think this guy's actually smart? Is he a butcher,
governor?
Or is he smart and he's pulling the strings, or is someone pulling his strings?
I don't think. Not well. I don't see how he's smart. If they're trying to establish a port, they've got one big-brained engineer on that team. Faust, who has found refuge in the bottle for a number of years, who was this is a disciplinary mission for him, and all of those other youngsters have minimal time in 0G, minimal time on heavy engineering projects, and the junk they got in the cargo hold. Well, I didn't see very many up-to-date safety certificates on any of it.
I mean, I'm more worried about here to there than after we get this guy off the boat.
Well, of course, yeah. Well, so yes, Nadia seems to be the main fear in that regard. But I'll talk to Gaveg and I'll set her to ignition level 5 correspondence course and see how she does.
And I would stress to him, like, I feel like she has some hidden talents. You should see her knife skills.
I shan't be upsetting her.
I'm saying, yeah, she might be useful in many ways.
Well,
see how she goes.
Sometimes
I'm curious.
Sometimes I think that your new XO may frighten off good hands. We could do with keeping for longer.
I'm
so,
not.
to have
I'm with you,
someone
brother. Solidarity.
have someone of Nadia's skill potentially staying for a long while makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, if she does well
think
on
the
your
chief leaves it.
engineer, let's get her. She said she didn't want any attention, but let's get her. Let's keep her happy if we can. If she passes your stuff, maybe that's interesting. An interesting path for her. I don't know.
I'll get her on the track. We'll see how she does.
Solid.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to go and see Gaveg. I'm going to go and see Gaveg.
Yeah,
and I'm
do
going to, and I'm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So you go.
the chief goes.
Yeah, the Gaveg's in the sitting, lounging in the pilot seat. There's not much to do. You're setting a course, but there are planets and stuff around. So he's, in other ships. So he's paying attention, but he's just lounging in the pilot seat.
Oh, I mean, I'll sit down. Is Carla there? Because she does the astrogation too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's at the back of the room. So it's only like there's a front room with the pilot and whatever, and the astro stuff in the back, and then there's another room which is bunks and that sort of thing, and then behind that is engineering and all that stuff, and there's other kind of decks below, but it's not a very big space, this central hub. And the armory is in the cruise room, but it's like there's a cage door and you can see the blasters inside, and that's Nadia's kind of hanging around. Like when you get there, she's been told to do nothing, so she's kind of looking in at the blasters for something to do.
Nice. Okay, so I go and sit in the co-pilot's seat next to Gaveg.
Do you shut the door so Nadia can't hear you?
Yeah, I'll shut the door. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll just look. I'll just sit there with him for a while. Maybe get myself a coffee, and I say, after a little while, I say, what chance is there that your new friend has poor impulse control?
He goes, "What, Nadia? No, she's fine. No problems at all with Nadia.
She's not fine.
A youth spent in action, but she's maturing."
Okay. Well, okay. How long have I known Gaveg? A while. Good while.
Yeah, Gaveg is a straight shooter, very loyal, intelligent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Gaveg. Okay.
He's been a little cagey about her, but you don't think it's malicious. Like it's not. Yeah.
No, just sort of defensive around her, like
defensive,
protective.
Yeah. Protective, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you saw her at dinner time though, with the tureen of Satan,
No,
right?
He was piloting. He doesn't know any of this stuff at all. He doesn't know who the governor is. He's been on the pilot's chair.
Okay. When she takes her makeup off, have you seen her with her makeup off, Gaveg? I mean, are you that close?
He looks at you very pointedly and says, "I noticed something under there. Have you?"
Is it a tattoo?
He goes, "Let's just not go to Hellion."
You know anything about the governor's career?
The governor? What governor? The governor we're transporting? No, I don't know. Who is he?
Yeah. Well, he was General Caspian, the Butcher of Helion.
He starts with great surprise, and he says, "Where's Nadia?"
Staring at the blasters in the armory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I stand up and I walk back into that back into that
So you
into
go
that back
to
room
open
where
the door. Yeah, and you hear some shuffling of feet as though someone was listening at the door. Whether they could hear anything or not, it's probably quite a thick door,
Okay.
but you
Is it
definitely hear
just
the shuffling.
Nadia there?
Yeah, there's only one person in there.
Okay. Okay, I'll just say she's a crewman, right? So I
Yep.
say crewman, you're with me. I walk back towards engineering. She doesn't follow. I turn around and I say, with me.
Oh, she follows immediately. Okay. Yeah.
Listen to her footsteps. Is she marching? Is she marching?
No.
Does she have a military gait?
Remember, the rebels weren't military. They were
I just thought maybe she'd serve. I thought maybe she'd serve, but yeah, no, okay.
No.
But yeah, I take her back into engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so take it back to engineering, and as you kind of talk through stuff, she already understands the main parts of the drive, and like she understands all these. She doesn't have the correct names for them sometimes, but she knows what they all do and all that sort of stuff. It's clear that's
all. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all very commendable.
Educated. Yeah.
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 All very
she's college
commendable,
educated, but practically skilled. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say that's all very commendable, crewman, but you can't use any of it until you have the certificates. So do this test, and I just leave it.
Well, she goes, before you leave, she goes, do I need to prove my identity to do these tests?
That's an interesting point. For accreditation, we will have to arrange for a proxy identity. I'll talk to the captain.
All right. She nods and then gets down to the thing. She's quite interested in doing the test, and she's learning stuff. Yeah.
So I'll run that by the captain and say, yeah, no, you're right, Cyprus. We can't have an accredited junior mechanic or junior engineer or whatever level she gets to, because as it stands, her identity is whatever bullshit she ran past Emmeline to get hired in the first place.
You don't think her name's Nadia?
No. But it is now.
That's not none.
I told you, I think I can handle this. I think I got this.
All right, cool. So we've been going for over 2 now. So should we wrap up, or do you want to do a little bit more?
Reflections sound good. Are we going to do some reflections?
Yeah, let's reflect. Yeah, that's cool. Because this was fun.
We got a good start. We got a good idea of what we got to do around Nadia. Find her a new identity and stop her killing the governor.
Do we though?
Yep. Yes.
Are we stopping her or are we helping her?
Probably not good to have it happen on your ship.
No, I mean, right. You know what the chief wants.
I mean, the ship would have a cool history though, right? Like,
yeah, not that we know about it.
The governor's ghost. Yeah, the butcher ghost.
We'd be on a prison planet.
That's
probably true.
The patrol would definitely investigate that. That would be a thorough investigation. They wouldn't do a cursory scan of the ship in that situation.
Mm-mm.
So what should we do? How do you feel about your character, Brian? How do you feel about the game?
I'm loving it. This is totally my jam. I was worried that it was gonna be not traveler enough for you. How are you feeling about it?
Well, do your reflections, do your character. I'll come up with something to say after.
I thought it was dope. I the butcher thing I knew was going to be the big deal for me. That was super fun. I mean, reluctant
I
captain.
like your reluctant captain. You were spot on.
Oh
like,
yeah, nailing it.
Is this important? Like, do I have to?
Yeah,
I'm not reading that report.
Yeah, and I'm like, and we're trying to feel out just kind of the vibes of us. That's why I liked the students, right? Like that was interesting. That
Yeah.
there's a little something there, probably, right? Yeah, like I'm sure we get shitbags on this boat all the time that we had, right? Like, when it filled up, I was a little pissed because I was thinking that Cyprus is like usually hits port and tries to find someone to give a break to because they're fun, right? Like, and he's just looking for something interesting, but it filled up and he, like whatever. So there's that. I don't think we have new names if that's what you mean, but I think I love the story. Like honestly, I think our session 0 was so juicy. Like I had 5 things I could think of that I wanted to do, right? Like, but none of them are like pew pew gun blasts. That's annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is cool, White Bread. Nice job. No new names, right?
What
like,
about the chief?
It's session 1. Yeah.
Chief.
I think the relationship
Monday Lewis
between the two of you is interesting, but let's talk about that after we do the chief.
I agree.
Chief Monday Lewis, Navy engineer, by the book, and correspondence course medic. Yeah, I'm getting. It's really interesting. I mean, it's quite traveller enough. We're filling a ship with cargo and taking on passengers, and there's intrigue and social stuff going on. It's fine.
Totally.
It's a fun game. I enjoyed it. The machine has just gone on to battery saver though, and everything's gone great.
No, we can still see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's right. It's just that annoying loss of colour and light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the chief. Getting to know him is interesting. He's not a very humorous man. I don't think he's very serious and probably a little bit scarred. And he has to work with his ex-wife, and she's probably a bit scarred as well.
Yeah. It's a good dynamic.
He's very
three of you.
He's very he's very cautious, I think. Playing a Navy engineer is fine. I think playing by the book is going to be a bit more challenging, and he's probably going to be a royal pain in the arse for people who work with him. Yeah, and maybe something will come along that frees him from that particular obsessive compulsive by the book thing at some stage if he lives long enough. Yeah, so I mean I agree with Brian. I don't think anything new came up. Nothing new came up in his to add to his wheelhouse. I think that of all the things that would be useful to explore, that broker side of things might be useful to like that might be something that he's working on. Well, I said he's working on it. It's a slow process, but maybe something will come up that propels that further. Yes, maybe that's some because the ship doesn't really have anyone like that, right? It has Emmeline who's kind of doing everything efficiently, but it doesn't have someone who's maximizing our income from cargo. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool game, cool setup, lots going on, and Nadia is brilliant, and we are going to have to stop her killing the governor. Probably.
I think it's really interesting though that the by the book chief kind of walked away. The last thing he said was, "Yeah, we're going to have to like get you another identity." That's not particularly by the book, is it?
No, that wasn't at all by the book. But the calculations going through his mind included the fact that we'd already made the mistake of hiring her. You know, because
Yeah.
earlier that's a callback. That's a callback to him saying to Emmeline, "Double check everybody," you know, because we're going to be in trouble. He said, "Yeah, I'll check them all," but of course the wild card was the one who's already been on board, and the important thing for him was working out that that Nadia was surprised to see the governor here, because if she hadn't been surprised to see the governor here, we know we were in deep trouble, right? So he figured that's the only way around that doesn't get them all in, all of us in really deep shit. So you're right. Yeah, I mean, you're right. He's by the book, but he's not gonna sacrifice everything for it. I mean,
it sounds like you're by the book for the job, but everything else is kind of like, right? There is no book on everything else.
No, I think he's by the book in every respect. In fact, I suspect that your captain's sister, your character's sister, probably couldn't take a marriage by the regulations, right? Because he was like, this is a marriage, as you know, by regulations, and she just thought, wife. Like, well, that's not.
We had vows. That's the book.
Yeah, exactly.
There were vows.
Here's the book of our marriage.
Yes.
And she just quite right.
Line 3 clearly states that you will love and protect.
We are contracted.
But I still think it's by the book, because it's by the book, but there's like weird like Swiss cheese holes in it, because obviously you have to have the credentials. But we can get you credentials.
No, it's not. It's qualifications, but we can get you an identity. But all of that is about how awkward. All of that is about how awkward the chief is in this situation, right? It's not a Navy ship. He doesn't get to do the maintenance cycles. He's stuck here for some reason we don't know yet. He can't walk away, because if he could walk away, he'd probably still be on a Navy ship somewhere, right? So something's. We'll discover all that, but absolutely without the Swiss cheese holes, it wouldn't be interesting. But totally.
Yeah,
we'll find out where those holes lead to.
That's where I'd be playing if I were you. I'd be like, why is this okay and that's not okay? That'd be super fun.
Hold on, where's my I don't need you to play my fucking character Brian sign gone?
I did like the interaction between the two of you and the other crew members. Like, it was all it was like Emmeline and all that stuff. That was really good. I think this is going to be an interesting crew, you know.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great. Well, it already is a great game, and I am super enthralled by it from a traveler point of view too. So don't worry about that, Brian. It's good. It's really
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.